Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome to the FiredUp KC show. It's your host, Zeke Nganga. Man, I am excited. I'm pumped for today's show. The guest in the house, man, it's going to be an awesome show. So you do not want to miss out on this one. But first, I want to say this show is actually sponsored by the Relevant Youth. It's a non-profit organization that helps students be able to work with local businesses and build their brand and marketing. So if you're a local business in Kansas City and you're looking for students who are creative, who are hardworking to help you build your brand and marketing, hit up the Relevant Youth. You can email me. My email will be right there. Hit me up. Or if you're a student who are looking for an opportunity to be able to volunteer in Kansas City, hit me up at my email. With that being said, let's get right into it. Today I have the one and only. She is the queen of fashion of Kansas City. She's an entrepreneur. She owns numerous businesses. She owns TV networks and even the one I'm on right now. So I'm just overjoyed and just honored to have Mrs. Kim Young. How you doing, Miss Kim?
I'm pumped up. Yeah.
She's already fired up, and you're looking great too. You came prepared. You know, you did not break down my expression at all. You are a fashionista. You came all prepared. You even addressed me, so that's awesome. Great to have you today. How you been?
Busy.
Busy. You're always busy. You're always on the go, and that's why I'm actually honored to have you here today to spend a few time with us on the show today. But first, for those who don't know Miss Kim, can I give them a brief bio about yourself and how you got to where you are today?
Well, I'm Casey, Queen of Fashion, and I am the owner of Kim Young TV Network.
Yes.
Here in Kansas City, Missouri, but we're global all over.
Let's
on
go.
Roku. So go to Roku,
Exactly.
Kim Young TV Network.
And that's actually where FiredUp Casey is on. So if you go to Roku at Kim Young TV, you do not want to miss out. So Miss Kim, why Kansas City? Did you grow up in Kansas City?
No, I did not grow up in Kansas City. I grew up in a small town in Mississippi.
Wow.
1,000 people.
Wow. So why Kansas City?
Well, I came here to visit my mom. She
Okay.
stayed here, and when I got here, she left.
Wow. Oh, dang. So tell us a little bit about the history of you going into business. So did you graduate from college and immediately went into business, or what was that process for you?
Well, I graduated from UMKC with a master's degree.
Woo-hoo.
Yes. I was one of the first classes from the social work program at UMKC.
Wow.
About 2001.
2001. Dang, that's history right there.
Almost
History in the
20
making.
years,
Almost
yes.
20 years ago. But that's exciting. So you got out of college, and so you have passion for fashion, or how did that all start? How did you even get into that?
Well, as a kid, I used to always watch TV at my grandmother's house, fashion, New York, people on the runway, and I said, man, one day I want that to be me.
Yes. So you kind of envision yourself in that, in being on TV. And how do you actualize that? How were you able to even step into it? Because I know your fashion goes to New York, Atlanta, just all over, and also in Kansas City. How were you able to? What were the first steps for you to go into that industry?
Well, I went to modeling school many years ago, and after that, I went to college, done some fun things. So now I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago, I became a designer here in Kansas City, Missouri, and from being a designer, I produced a TV show, Battle of the Strut. Watch it, coming March 2021. And after that, I decided to come up with a TV network.
So with your fashion business in Kansas City, what has been the most exciting moment or the most successful moment for you doing fashion in Kansas City?
I would have to say bringing Battle of the Strut TV show to Kansas City. Because they had never had anything like that before, to my knowledge.
What is the Battle of the Strut for those of you who do not know? What is it about?
It is a competition show for models and designers.
Oh, wow. Okay. So the winners of this competition, do they go to the next level, or what do they get after the show?
Well, the winner, they always get like prizes.
Okay, sweet. So apart from fashion, I know you do you have other businesses. What are some other businesses that you are into that, because I know you stay busy all the time. What are some other businesses you're into? I
own a mental health facility for girls.
Okay. Wow.
And that is really my passion, is seeing every young lady win, every young lady being very successful. So I have owned a mental health facility here in Kansas City, Missouri for about 13 years.
Wow. So when you went into that, what really inspired you? Why did you go into having a mental facility? What was that?
Well, growing up in a small town in Mississippi, seeing a lot of women struggle with different things, being in unhealthy relationships, not being able to get out of those relationships, going through trauma in life. So my main goal is I want to empower every woman to let her know she can be anything that she want to be.
Wow, that is inspiration on its own. I'm already fired up. I'm already fired up. So with your businesses, with your fashion business, how do you make profit with it, or how does it work? Do you have, because I know you have your own fashion brand. How does that all work for you?
Well, we're still in the growing stages when it comes to fashion. And like I tell everyone, fashion is my hobby. That's more like counseling for me, being able to make everyone happy, to see a smile on people's face, because fashion is more of helping other people dreams come true. Exactly.
So do you have like a search for fashion? 'Cause I want to go into fashion too. So how do you find people? Do they come to you, or so for anyone who's out there who wants to say, hey, I want to be part of this show? How do they? Do you go for them, or do they come to you?
A lot of people come to me. They know me from doing fashion shows, see my different things that I have on Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. So they reach out to you and then they connect to you and be able to get a fashion show. So if I wanted to, walk on your stage, how would that all work out? Because I might want to be, some people say I look like a model, so I don't know. But I just, I don't know. But how do I do that? Because I might be interested in that. I might just, do a walk too.
Well, pretty much just email me and we can talk about it.
Okay. So you did not grow up in Kansas City. Why do you like Kansas City so much? Why do you want to build this legacy for people in Kansas City? And what is the opportunity that you see in Kansas City for your business?
Well, coming to Kansas City, it has really changed my life. So my main goal is to build an empire here in Kansas City to help change lives of men, boys, girls, and women in the fashion or mental health world.
And when you were starting out, did you face like challenges? Because I know, being a black woman in Kansas City and being your own business, it's going to be a tough road for you. What was that like, and what were some challenges you were able to overcome to get to where you are?
Well, the main thing is not finding a great mentor, not finding people, African American, that have really worked in my field and who have been super successful here in Kansas City. So that was a challenge for me, finding a mentor, someone who could support me, someone who I can go and talk to when I was going through difficult things. Okay.
So now that you've been able to learn, are you trying to pass that torch or help people who are coming up, or how are you doing that in any fashion?
Yes, my goal is to just help a lot of people, which I have helped a lot of people come up. I have given them opportunities to go to New York, Atlanta. So those are some of the things that I have done.
So being in Kansas City and being in fashion, what are some, have you been able to do like some collaborations, some pretty cool collaboration in Kansas City, or what has that been for you?
Well, I have collaborated with some other people here in Kansas City, but I do a lot of collaboration in Atlanta and in New York. Okay.
So I think a lot of viewers would really like to know, for you, what inspires you to like create fashion? Do you have an eye for fashion, or did you have to build that yourself? Did you have to grow into it, or you have to learn how to, see something and be like, okay, that's a good fashion?
Well, as a kid, my mom is a very fashionable lady. So I kind of learned it from my mom. And when I was growing up, I was really into fashion. Like, I would go to school, dressed up, like, I'm already on the runway.
So, because, some people say, hey, I can wear good clothes, but I can't really run a fashion industry. So what are some, nitty-gritties that has to do with fashion? Like, for you managing your own thing, you have a team, and how do you organize that and all the work that goes into it?
Well, I do have a team, and we're still growing, and we're looking for other people to come and be a part of our team. Pretty much just having a team and being organized and putting things, planning early. That's the main thing, planning early. And reaching out to different cities and states, letting them know that you're doing a fashion show, production show, and then just having them to be a part. Okay.
So I know that you are working on it. You have your own place now. Is there something that's going to be coming out, kind of let people know that, I have a new project coming? Is there a new project you're working on right now?
Well, we're going to be bringing Black Fashion Week to Kansas City, March 2021.
Let's go.
They never had Black Fashion Week, and you're going to be one of the hosts.
Hey, let's go. You already know. Yes. It's about to be fired up. All right, I told you guys. Well, that's it. So it's going to be in March. It's going to be like a big fashion week coming up. So
yes, Black Fashion Week. It have never been in Kansas City before.
Okay, so are you looking for model for that, or what are you?
We're pretty much full for that Black Fashion Week. Because if I take any more models, we're going to be doing it all weekend.
Wow. Okay. So, hey, I'm sorry. Too late. But the next one is definitely going to come out.
Yes.
But that's really exciting, having, Black Fashion Week and being able to feature Black fashion. So what kind of fashion do you kind of put on your walkways, and what does it look like at your fashion shows?
But pretty much, I just give a lot of designers opportunities. It's not a particular style. It's whatever the designer come up with, whatever their style is.
Okay.
So pretty much we have urban, we have contour, we have classy, different type of fashion, whatever the designer wants to do. So
do you? So for you, are you more like you manage and be able to organize a team, or do you design yourself?
Well, for me, I design my own brand.
Okay.
But I have a team that helped me design my brand as well.
Now, let's shift gears a little bit. So, how did you get into TV and being able to have your own TV network and producing shows? How did you get into that?
Well, to tell the truth, I started Battle of the Strut.
Okay.
And I went to one of the largest production company in the world.
Okay.
They told me I was a big fish in a small pond in Kansas City. Wow. So if I wanted to make it, I needed to leave Kansas City.
Wow.
So I said, wow, you know what? I'm going to start my own network and prove them wrong, that I didn't have to leave Kansas City to get a name.
Wow. Dang. That's when they tell you no, you said not here.
Yes.
So what is your ultimate goal for Kansas City and your TV network? What is your vision for what it's going to look like in a few years coming?
My vision, I hope that it be more global, where we get more partnership in Kansas City. Not just in Kansas City, partnership all over the world.
Okay.
And we just want to give everyday people opportunity while they can feel like a celebrity.
Exactly. Wow. I mean, that is just awesome, because there is a star in every human being. It's just you being able to see the star while they are not lit yet.
That's right.
And that's what you're doing, using your platform to promote other talents in Kansas City. Now, with that being said, what are some of your inspirations, like when you were coming up, or people that inspired you to say, hey, if they did this, I can also accomplish what I'm trying to do?
Well, my biggest inspiration had to definitely be my mother and my father. They inspired me to be whatever I wanted to be. They said, you can be whatever you want to be, you can do whatever you wanted to do. So, and my grandparents, they was a great part of who I am today.
Yeah. So when you were going into the fashion or the TV industry, what are some voices that was in your head? Did you have any doubts or any where you were like, I am 100% going with this, I am not turning back? What was something that made you shift, either having a doubt or saying, hey, it's go time?
I'm a go-getter, so you know what? When I start something, I got to finish it.
Let's go.
I can't stop. And everyone knows me. I'm not going to stop until I make it to the finish line.
Wow. Well, I guess like Nike says, I don't want to be cliche, but just do it.
That's right.
Just get it done.
That's right.
So you are in Kansas City, being the queen of fashion. How did that title come about?
Well, I went out of town and I won that title.
Wow, okay. So it is a stamp. It's not just hearsay. It's stamped the Kansas City queen of fashion.
That's right.
Now, so shifting gears to friends and families, what kind of conversations do you get from them? Encouragements, or this is not going to work?
Well, my family, they know me. My family really look up to me. They know anything that I start, I got to win. I cannot give up. I will stay up all night to win.
Yes. Wow.
All night to win.
Let's go. What is like your daily work like, being able to juggle all this together? Your TV networks, fashion, and being able to have your own mental facility for women?
Well, it's a lot of work,
Yes.
and I had to just give a kudos to my sister. She's like a great part of my team. She moved here a year ago, and I'm excited. Just having the right team.
Exactly.
If you have the right team, you can make anything happen in life. Anything.
What does it take for you to get the right team? And
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
You have the right people on Monday, and then 2 months later you make them upset or they don't like the way things are going. Because what I have found, a lot of people, they come to your team, they want to take over. And if you don't let them take over, then they leave your team. But I'm here to tell you, it is so important to learn how to serve. Because if you learn how to serve, then one day you will be the head. But a lot of times, a lot of people can't make it because they don't know how to serve others.
Wow.
I have served so many people in business here in Kansas City. I have helped a lot of companies become $1 million companies before I own my own company.
Wow. So it's servant leadership.
Yes.
Yes. So you have to, you can't go into playing in the big leagues if you haven't trained with the small leagues.
Exactly.
So it's a step-by-step process.
It is.
Now, speaking to a young person out there who says, man, Miss Kim, I really adore you and I want to be able to accomplish what you've been able to do in Kansas City. What would you say to them being able to go through what you've been through so far?
Work hard, never give up on your dreams. Keep fighting. Fight until it's manifest.
Now, because I think sometimes some people hear that fight for your dreams, but get into a little bit of what it means to actually fight for your dreams, because sometimes it can get hard and you be at a place where you're like, I don't even know if this is working. Do you have those times, and how do you overcome those times?
One thing I really want to share is education and training. You have to get training. Because a lot of people start companies and they have never been trained in their field, and they don't last. Continue to get education, continue to get trained, in your field, and also you got to be very wise when it comes to your money. Yes.
That is some great information right there. Let's switch a little bit to the fun side of things. This is going to be an IQ test, by the way. What is your favorite football team?
You know.
You already know, because I think it was a couple weeks ago, the Chiefs were playing, and I was at your place. We were talking about like the show and everything, and you were watching the Chiefs game. We were like, let's go, Chiefs.
That's right, let's go. KC Chiefs, they're going all the way.
Going on the Super Bowl, running back to back. You already know, we're not playing.
That's right.
So this question I'm going to ask you is going to make you think a little bit. What is a crazy event or crazy situation that ever happened to you, either growing up or doing your business? What is a crazy story that you have that you said, hey, this is something that either changed me for good or something that made me think different?
Well, something that really changed me, I know a lot of people, they don't think I was going to say this, but what really changed me is growing up in a very small town.
Yes.
And growing up in a small town, if you never been to the big lights, you would never know what the big lights will look like. Yeah. Because can you imagine growing up in Mississippi and telling people you want to go to Paris to be a designer?
Wow. That's,
Who you going to talk to?
There's no one. There's no one to bounce off your dreams on.
Exactly.
It seems impossible. So for you, basically, how are you even able to dream that big and be able to still push it forward, even though people might be like, hey, that's not even possible?
Well, like I said before, never just give up. Never give up, no matter what is going on in your life. You can't give up. You have to just keep going on in life. And, time's going to get hard. It's going to get tough. Doors are going to close. People are going to say no. But if you just get that one yes, all you need is one. You don't need 500.
Exactly. Wow. So keep knocking on that door until you get that one yes.
Yes.
Finally, what motivates you to keep pushing every day? What keeps Miss Kim alive?
I like to say my family, my son. I have a teenager, and teenagers, they, keep you alive.
Yeah.
With all the things that's going on. And, you know, I had to save my spouse. You know,
Yes.
my husband, he keeps me going as well.
Yes.
You know, encouraging me, motivating me to be my best. And I'm
Exactly.
motivating him to be his best as well, because he's a business owner.
Wow. Yeah, I think having a close team that is on your side is very important.
Say that about 500 times. A close team that is on your side, that you
Yes.
are working together to achieve a goal, to make each other a millionaire.
That's it right there. Because you can't be going to, if you want to go to Chicago, you're going to get on the bus and go to Chicago. And you want to be with people who are going to Chicago, not people who are going to Iowa, a different direction.
Yes.
Right? You want to be on the
that's
same bus
right.
with people who are going where you're going. Because if you're not going in the same direction, they're going to pull you back.
That's right. Like-minded people with the same goals that you have, that you want to go somewhere, that you're a go-getter.
Wow. That's awesome. I mean, we've come to almost the end of the show, but before we go, if people want to reach out to you and kind of know what's going on with you, where you're going, how can they reach out to you?
Facebook, Kimberly Young.
Okay.
Or you can go to my email, kimyoungproductions with an S @gmail.com.
Okay. Cool. Well, it was great to have you on the show. Very informative, very just inspiring. I'm going to watch this over again and just listen to what you just said and just consume it, because I think, you know, it's one thing, because I think one thing I really want to get to people is, it's one thing to see, you know, the successful leaders like yourself on a limelight, but it's another thing to actually hear their story and how they started and being able to know, hey, it's not all cake, juice, it's not all sweet. It gets tough sometimes.
It does.
And you have to keep your vision. You have to keep your head straight while you're going. But thank you for coming on to the FiredUp KC show. And hey, this episode is going to be live on the YouTube channel at FiredUp KC or on Roku at Kim Young TV. The founder of Kim TV is on the show today. So, and I'm just excited for today's interview. It was really great. So, thank you guys for tuning in. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and like and share with your friends. But for now, bye-bye and stay fired up.